This is your ultimate stop for everything sports. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Should I say more? From the NFL, MLB, the NBA to MMA, it's all in here. The Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast. Listen now.
Welcome, everyone, to the GSMC Sports Podcast. I am your host, as always, Jeff Malinoff, and with me is my co-host, Mark Souza. We have a lot to talk about today in sports, mostly football, because we are on NFL Week 16, and we are going to have a lot of outcomes that are going to affect the playoffs this week, without question. And then we'll also have our special trivia game between me and Mark. Loser has to work next week. The winner doesn't. So that's going to be interesting, to say the least. And then in the fourth segment, we'll talk about other stuff that's happened in the world of sports, like CP3's injury, how long he'll be out for, and stuff like that. But Week 16 is our first priority, and these games are important. But we'll start with the Saturday games. And Saturday, we actually have two pretty important games. The first one I want to talk about is the first game that's going to be on the agenda at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, Redskins and Titans. They both still have opportunities to make the playoffs. So this game is actually very important.
Yeah, it's important. It's funny that when I look at these two teams, I don't think either one is playoff material. Mm-hmm. Especially the Redskins, of course, because of their situation at quarterback with Josh Johnson nowadays. But it is important. And if both teams win the rest of their games, I believe they will probably make the playoffs. And they might need a little bit of help, but they can definitely do it.
Yeah, and they're both in divisions they can win.
Well, the Titans.
Well, yes. Besides, that's just.
I mean,
they could get wild card, sure.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really mentioning them. I was mentioning the NFC East.
Yeah.
And that's anyone's game still because of the loss by the Cowboys last week. And just looking at these two teams, like, they are pretty even when it comes statistically. Points per game, 18.9 to 19.1.
Yeah,
that's pretty darn close.
Both teams are a challenge when it comes to offense, but definitely the Redskins are very disadvantaged going into this game with Josh Johnson at quarterback.
But defense, these two teams are actually pretty darn good.
Yeah, both defenses are very good.
The Redskins only allow 22, and the Titans allow only 18 points per game. Mm-hmm. That is impressive, and that is very underrated because of just how this team is on offensive side, that their defense isn't looked at as highly. Mm-hmm. It's not fair, really.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans' Achilles heel is their inconsistent offense, and in Mariota, we talked about it before, whenever he seems to always be hurt. Well, guess what? He's hurt. So
the Titans are coming off their shutout win of the Giants, 17-0, and they are on a 3-game winning streak at the moment. Mm-hmm. And as for the Redskins, they've lost 4 straight, and then they won their last game against Jacksonville, but they were on a 4 straight losing streak. So they are coming off a win from a bad losing streak. So they are coming off wins, but I think the Titans have more momentum in this.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee loses this game. I really don't.
Honestly, Derrick Henry's on fire right now. It's hard to deny how good he is right now.
Yeah. I think it'll be an ugly, low-scoring football game. One of the
Derrick
lowest.
Henry has 11 touchdowns this season. Mm-hmm. That's pretty darn good, all things considered.
Well, even when he wasn't doing very well, he's always a short yardage back, so... Mm-hmm.
But, like, he's not
having a good season, though. Let's be real. Like, he's had 2 good games.
Oh, no, I'm just saying there's 2 games. Momentum-wise, he's pretty hot right now. Mm-hmm. And Adrian Peterson's having almost a revitalized kind of season. He almost has 1,000 yards rushing, all things considered.
His season's kind of the opposite. He's started out pretty good, and then, he hasn't had the greatest second half of the season. Probably a lot to do with his quarterback play.
Yeah, and probably still age is also probably a factor, and previous injuries. Mm-hmm. But 923 yards and 7 touchdowns, that's not bad for an old veteran running back.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And then you look at both quarterbacks, they're not playing they're not the best. Marcus Mariota is a big question mark for this entire season. He's been a question mark. And then Josh Johnson. I mean, Alex Smith was playing relatively well until his gruesome injury. And then Colt McCoy got his leg broken as well. So Josh Johnson is the, what's it called? What would you call it? The guy that's like the last choice, your final option?
The first round pick of the AAFL. The first pick of the AAFL.
It's just, I think it's just the A. I think it's AF. Maybe it's just AF. No, it can't be AFL.
I don't know.
That's Arena
Whatever
Football
it
League.
is.
Now I'm curious.
All-American Football League, is that what it is?
And it's the Alliance of American Football.
That's what it is. So I got Titans 20-9.
20? Oh, wow. You already had that settled, didn't you? It's the AAF. That's what it's called.
The AAF?
Yeah.
So all Alliance?
It's set to play 1 week following the Super Bowl. Which
What is it, the Alliance American Football?
Alliance of American Football, but they just don't have the O. It was basically it's the AOAF, but AAF
of America.
Of America. But yeah, 20-9, you say?
Yeah, Titans.
Give me 27-10, Titans.
Yeah. All right. What's the next game on tap on Saturday evening?
Well, by the way, those AAF team names are awesome, by the way, but we won't get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But Ravens and Chargers, way more appealing, in my opinion.
Ravens and Chargers might be the most important game this weekend.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Loser could be out of the playoff. Well, Chargers can't be out of the playoffs, but the Ravens could win a division or be out of the playoffs by the end of week 17.
This is do or die for the Ravens. As for the Chargers, they need to win this game if they want to take the division.
Yeah, they need to keep the pressure on the Chiefs. I believe if the Chiefs and the Chargers both win out, the Chiefs win the division. But
they're both playing. Actually, when you look at both the Chargers and the Chiefs, they're both playing 8 and 6 teams, Seahawks and Ravens respectively. Mm-hmm. So they're having kind of the same game.
Chargers should get Melvin Gordon back. Looks like he's on track to play this weekend.
I know their season is like they're trying to get the first round but do you put him in as soon as he's ready, or do you hesitant a little bit?
If he's ready to play, then they should play him. These are important games, and the difference of winning a division and getting a bye and possibly home field advantage, when you compare it to a wild card berth, is big time difference there. So I say you got to treat these games like they're playoff games. Yeah. So if Melvin Gordon could play, you got to play him.
But Keenan Allen is questionable for this
He's playing.
Game.
They announced
that.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely playing.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely going to be an interesting game for sure. And
Ravens have a really good defense. I wonder what they're going to do.
The Chargers may be the best team in football right now.
Yeah, this is a good game for Phillip Rivers to kind of stake a claim in the MVP discussion.
If he doesn't get MVP, I'll say he gets AFC Offensive Player of the Year.
Possibly. Although Mahomes could get both of those things too, right?
I say if Mahomes gets MVP, he won't get Offensive Player of the Year because MVP. I feel like if you get one, you can't get the other.
So who do you see winning this game?
Give me the Chargers, man. You got to go with the momentum of the Chargers and how good they're playing. Give me, let's see. They're averaging roughly, both teams are averaging 24 to 28 points a game, respectively. So give me a 28 to 24 with victory for the Chargers.
28-24 Chargers. I also like the Chargers. I just can't see Lamar Jackson in this offense doing enough in this game. Similar to what they did against the Chiefs, where they could have won that game, but I feel like if they just had a little bit more offense, they could have done it. But I like the Chargers here for sure. I'm not sure it's going to be as high scoring as that. I will say something like a 26-17.
Okay. So you have a 10-point differential. Or 9.
Yeah, 9-point difference. Chargers win at home.
Okay.
So let's move to Sunday.
All right, we got Sunday games, which is normal games, basically. We'll talk some of the early games and go from there.
Yeah, let's do it.
10 a.m. Pacific time, we got Bills and Patriots. Let's just get this one over with. Patriots win. They're 13.5.
Last time they played, it was a really interesting, close, low-scoring game.
Yes, but
without Josh Allen.
Correct. And this is in Foxborough, not Buffalo, which I feel like is a big difference.
Don't you feel like the Patriots being a 14-point favorite is too high? They don't score that many points.
A tad. They do average 26.7 points per game, but the Bills average 15 a game. Mm-hmm. That's where the favorite comes from.
The Bills also had 4 or 5 games without Josh Allen where they couldn't score anything. Like they had Nathan Peterman, they had who else is it? Derek Anderson. I think Derek Anderson actually started against the Patriots too, believe it or not. So I think that brings down their point.
But still, give me the Patriots winning this one. I'll say 24-14.
I think the Patriots win too because it's in Foxborough. They need a win. The Patriots have. This is like time where the Patriots stop messing around and then their best comes out. What'd you say the score would be?
24-14.
24-14. All right. So yeah, you do like the Bills to cover at least. Yeah, I think it will. I think the Patriots will win, but I think it'll be an ugly football game, similar to the first one. Maybe not as bad. Yeah, I'll say the Patriots win 23-17.
Okay. So we still have roughly the same scores and stuff.
I just think this game is going to be more interesting than people give it credit for, but at the end of the day, I don't think the Patriots will lose.
I'll tell you a game that should be interesting, but is not. Falcons and Panthers.
Falcons and Panthers, yes, and we know that there's no Cam Newton. He is not playing
If
this
this game happened last year, we'd be like, oh, this is going to be good. But now it's going to be, oh, this is going to be...
This is maybe the game of the weekend of the most disappointing teams in the NFL.
Oh, hands down. Hands down the most disappointing teams. I think everyone expected the Falcons to kind of drop off after losing Kyle Shanahan, and that's how it works when you lose someone that made you an MVP team and one of the greatest offenses people say of all time. Or a very high-powered offense. I mean, Julio Jones, unstoppable. And honestly, both teams are just so underwhelming that this game, to me, is just sad, really. Mm-hmm.
Panthers are at home. We have no idea what Taylor Heineke is going to do. I like the Falcons to win.
Saying Taylor Heineke is just making me laugh because that's the starting quarterback. Mm-hmm. But I am going to say give me the Falcons also, but give me a very low-scoring 20-13 victory for the Falcons.
Yeah, I got the Falcons winning this game. I think we'll see a score of 31-14.
And a game for one team that's important and the other not so much. Cowboys and Buccaneers.
Cowboys and Buccaneers, okay. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. They are coming off a loss.
A pretty bad loss.
They're at home. They are embarrassed. I agree. They got shut out last week. Very poor display. So they get to play a Bucs team that is... the Bucs are kind of like Santa Claus, They give a lot during the holidays. And when I say give a lot, I mean that defense, they can give up a ton of points. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, I think will both have big games. I like the Cowboys.
Something I need to tell you. 97.7. That is the amount of yards rushing per game the Buccaneers give up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
97. Mm-hmm. Cowboys give up 130. Mm-hmm. So I give that's an advantage Buccaneers in my opinion because Ezekiel Elliott's the guy. 97 rush yards a game, that's...
Because everybody throws the ball in the Bucs. That's the
true.
thing.
Yes, but...
You can't run and pass at the same time. That's why their run defense is not good, but their pass defense is so bad that's what teams attack. So I think Elliott will have a huge game, probably 2 to 3 touchdowns. I like the Cowboys big in this game. I'll be real with you. I like their defense, too, against a turnover-prone Jameis Winston. Cowboys win this game. Give me a score of 30-17.
I'm going to go upset. Give me the Buccaneers.
The Bucs, all right.
23-20 last-second field goal. I know Buccaneer field goals are a lot to come by, but I feel like a miracle is going to happen because this is the Cowboys' luck in certain situations when playoffs are on the line. So,
yeah.
Give me an upset.
Cowboys, I don't know why I don't see a betting line on this game for some weird reason.
I see a 7 points.
Interesting.
7 points for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on.
Let's see. Any other 10 a.m. games? Yes, there is. Giants and Colts.
There's a few more, that's for sure. Giants and Colts.
Yes. Colts need this one bad, and Colts are coming off that shutout win, and the Giants are coming off a shutout loss.
Yes.
Do you see another shutout?
No. Shutouts are very rare in the NFL.
I just had to ask. Because
It would be crazy if a team shut out two opponents back to back. I don't know if that's ever happened.
And a team got shut out back to back.
I don't think that's. I'm pretty sure that's never happened, but I don't even know if a team has actually shut out somebody back to back. That's really hard to do.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the NFL.
I like the Colts in this game. I mean, let's be real. They're at home. If they win and the Ravens lose, which is a good possibility, they can actually jump into that last wildcard spot with one game to play. Andrew Luck and that offense are doing everything that they can to win football games. That defense we saw last week is much improved. I don't see there's any way for the Giants to win this game, but I do think there will be some points in this game. So I think the Colts will win 27-20.
I'm going to take the Colts on this one and give me a 28-21 victory.
Mm-hmm.
I do see it kind of close. And I think Barkley's going to have
we pretty much have the same exact score.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think Barkley's just going to bounce back. That's just how I see it, at least.
All right.
Then we have the Jaguars versus the Dolphins. Not the most entertaining game. Or I guess the Dolphins still have a very small percentage chance of making the playoffs. So it's not entirely unimportant, I guess is the right word.
Yep.
But both are coming off pretty embarrassing losses. One is just you lost to Josh Johnson. The other one just got killed by the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you see in this game bouncing back?
It's a tough question because I don't trust the Dolphins at all, but the other team has Cody Kessler starting at quarterback, so I really don't know which way to go, but I actually think the Jaguars will pull off an upset. I like the Jaguars in an ugly football game. If I had to guess a score, it would be 24-23. They'll play spoiler for they will spoil their Florida rivals season. So, what do you think will happen?
Well, I think it's going to be defense, and I think the Jaguars are going to pull it off. They're going to pull off a little upset here, and it's not going to be the highest scoring game. Give me a 17-14 victory for Jacksonville.
All right. Before we go to a break and come back and do the rest of the football games, should talk about Audible. What would it look like if we all just, listened a little bit more? Listening to audiobooks inspire us, motivate us, and bring us closer. And there's no better place to listen than with Audible. Get your first audiobook free along with 2 selected Audible original titles and exclusive fitness programs when you start a 30-day trial. So take the time to listen on Audible. Visit audible.com/GSMCbook or text GSMCbook to 500-500 to get started. Go to audible.com/GSMCbook or text GSMCbook to 500-500.
What happens to your decision-making when you drink? Well, after one drink, you feel confident. A few more, and calling your ex at 1 a.m. seems like a great idea. And you're pretty sure the secret to a great taco is 4-day-old macaroni. The bottom line, drunk you doesn't make great decisions. So you're risking a DUI or worse if you count on him to get you home. Plan before you party. Get home safe. Brought to you by Washington.
Welcome back to the GSMC Sports Podcast. We are still finishing up our Week 16 previews and picks. We just talked about, what game did we just talk about? Jacksonville and Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to New York as the Packers play the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Game pointless because they're both out of the playoffs.
Yes, very pointless. But the Packers will start Aaron Rodgers. Sam Darnold will start for the Jets. So I guess there is something there to look for, right? Like we're
The
seeing a
old
great
school versus new
quarterback
school?
versus one of the newest, youngest quarterbacks in the NFL. So with that being said, the Jets are at home. The Packers put Aaron Jones on IR this week.
Both are 1-4 in their last 5 games.
The Packers have lost 7 road games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And
Their last
I believe
victory
if they
was
lose
in
this
Lambeau.
game, they will. I believe if they lose this game, they will have 0 road wins on the season for good. So, what do you see happening?
All right. I'm going to say they're going to go 0-8 away. So give me the Jets winning this game by a score of 20-10.
You like the Jets 20-10, huh?
Yes. Well, yeah, because have you seen the Packers play?
I have. It's not pretty.
Yeah, so that's why I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, both teams
Bad.
not the best. Not the
Bad.
best.
All due respect to your Jets fans and you Packers fans, but my lord, your teams are...
I like the
Just-
Jets too because they're at home. I just feel like when you have a rookie quarterback and he's starting to play a little bit better, I think there's like some, I don't know, good feelings, intrigue a little bit. They want to play well. Darnold wants to go out there and prove something. He gets a chance to play against a legend in Aaron Rodgers, so that's pretty cool. I like the Jets to win. I think it'll be close, but I like a game that looks like 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do we got next?
We got Texans and Eagles, which actually is pretty important.
Nick Foles, can he do it again?
I'm very scared to say, but I think he is going to.
You think so? They are at home.
I know. And Foles has done this before. That's why I'm saying he's going to do it again. So give me the Eagles winning this game. Give me 28-24.
Yeah, I could see it happening. I just think that the Texans are too good on both sides of the ball.
I love the Texans. Don't get me wrong, but it's Nick Foles is giving me doubts. I can't believe I'm saying that, but he's giving me doubts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I get it, but on the flip side, I don't know who stops Hopkins. I don't know who. I don't know how they run the ball against the Texans defense. The Eagles, that is. So I think the Texans will win, but I do think it'll be a fun football game. I got a 31-27 win for the Houston Texans. Who's next?
Well, we got Rams and Cardinals. Oh, boy.
Is that I think we have another morning game, no?
Do we? Did I miss one?
Early game.
Oh, right. Bengals and Browns.
The Battle of Ohio, man.
Sorry that I forgot about this game. Shame on me, right?
Yep,
Browns are favored in this game
they are.
by 9.5 points.
I like the Browns in this game to win.
I do too.
Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb. I think they both could have big games here.
I'm going to say 31-20.
31-20. I like the Browns to win 38-23. 38-23 Browns.
Okay.
What's next on tap?
Rams and Cardinals.
Uh-oh.
Do we even need to discuss this game?
I think we do because the Rams are on a losing streak and they've been playing so bad. So bad.
But they're playing a team that's the
Todd
worst.
Gurley has also not practiced all week.
Do they need him for this game? I know they're on a 2-game losing streak, but I'm
You
sorry.
tell me. They can't throw the football, so...
But it's against Arizona.
Arizona's got one of the best pass defenses in the NFL.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
No, I mean, Patrick Peterson's a good player. I mean, they just
But
give up a lot of yards on the ground. But that's why I think if Gurley doesn't play, that's a problem.
They only give up 82 yards rushing a game.
Mm-hmm.
And they give up only 182 passing yards. Their defense is great, but you know what kills them? It's 13.7 points a game for the team.
Their offense doesn't move the ball.
Their offense can't score on anybody, even like the lady of the night.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's easy to say like the Rams are just going to win this game, but I don't know if it's going to necessarily be pretty. Like, it's on the road. Jared Goff has been the worst quarterback in the NFL in the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, turnovers after I think he's has 7 turnovers in the last 3 weeks.
This is the time they're going to bounce back. I really do.
But do you think if they don't have Todd Gurley, it's going to affect them? Because they really don't have an established backup running back like some of the other teams do.
You know,
They just signed C.J. Anderson to be a emergency player if they need him.
Yeah, but I just have to say that you're playing against a team that can't score, and you can score just a little bit. So I'm going to say 17-7 Rams.
Wow, that is quite a low-scoring football game. 17-7. Yeah, with everything said, I do think the Rams will find a way to win just because they do have a lot on the line here. They don't want to get in a situation where they're on a big losing streak heading into the playoffs, that's for sure. Also, they still need to lock up and secure a first-round bye and home game in their second-round playoffs. So I do like the Rams to win. I think it'll be ugly. I think it'll be 23-16.
Okay.
All right, what do we got next?
Well, my friend, we have a matchup that's actually just a little more interesting. Steelers and the Saints.
Steelers and the Saints, okay. That is interesting. I think, is that like Fox Game of the Week? Or no, it's on CBS.
No, it's on CBS. Fox Game of the Week, I believe. I hate to say it. Oh, no, it might be somebody else. Actually, I missed a 10 a.m. game. I apologize. But we'll get on that after this.
The Vikings-Lions?
Yeah, but do you blame me for missing that one too?
No.
Yeah. But we'll talk about Steelers and Saints first. More important.
That's a big game.
A lot writing on this. Saints lose. They might lose a chance at a first-round bye, to be honest with you. And Steelers are trying to stay in the playoff picture. But honestly,
both these teams' offenses have been down the last couple of weeks. High-flying offenses haven't been putting up the numbers we've expected.
A 12-9 win for the Saints and a 17-10 win for the Steelers. So, yeah, under 20 points for both of them. Yeah, that's pretty low for them both because they both average over 27 points per game. 32 for the Saints, 27.4 for the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I got to go with the Saints on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because they only allow 79.1 rushing yards, which is insane. And James Conner is like their bread and butter. And I know he's still like I don't know if he's playing or not because he did not.
Sounds like he will play, but
it's still unknown.
He'll be limited.
Yeah, he's questionable, still ruled out. Juju is also questionable, but I think he'll play.
Yeah, he'll play. All right, so you like the Saints?
Yeah, give me 35-21.
All right. I do like the Saints too. The biggest factor for me is they're at home. They don't usually lose at home. Saints, even though they haven't been playing their best football, they've mostly been getting wins. So I like the Saints to win, but I don't think it'll be the biggest score. I still see something like a 27-24 type Saints win.
Okay. Well, let's go to quickly Vikings-Lions. This game has no importance. The
Vikings need it.
I know. They have a very low percentage chance still, though. But
the Vikings are in the playoffs if it started today.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, they need to win to keep their
status. If they lose, they're done, though. That's how I see it. I know they're possibly not technically done, but I just have a feeling this game has a lot riding on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have to say, give me the Vikings on this one by a score of 27-20.
27-20 for the Vikings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to win this game. The Lions look like they're pretty much ready for the offseason. Kerryon Johnson's been placed on IR. Their offensive weapons are very limited. Vikings, they go back to the run game like they did last week. I think this one will be fairly simple for them. I like a score of 30-13.
Okay. We'll move on now because that game. Chiefs and Seahawks. This game, NBC.
We have another 1 o'clock game before we go to the Sunday night.
What did I miss?
49ers and Bears.
Oh, right. Bears. I don't think there's any question.
Bears, no question, huh?
I mean, the Niners are coming off.
You don't think Mullins will just destroy Khalil Mack in that defense?
I enjoy Nick Mullins, and I think he's trying to make a quarterback controversy in San Francisco. But
that controversy ends when Jimmy Garoppolo steps on the field.
Yeah,
but he's carved out a nice little backup role for sure. And then for an undrafted free agent, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I got to give this to the Bears. Give me a, I don't know, let's say 27-17 victory for the Bears.
Yeah, I think the Bears win this game. I like something similar, 26-16, similar score. All right.
Now we can go on to Chiefs-Seahawks because that game is pretty darn huge.
So that's the last game of the week. There's no Monday night game, right? Or is there a Monday night?
There is a Monday night game.
There is. Oh, yes, that's right. Broncos and Raiders, the last game possibly in Oakland.
And what a waste of a Monday night game, I have to say.
Yeah. All right. So we got Chiefs, Seahawks in Seattle.
Chiefs
Patrick
need
Mahomes,
this win.
Russell Wilson. Chiefs need this win, yes. So Seattle, I mean, they don't necessarily need this win, but I think they would clinch, right, if they win this game.
Yes, but I think for first round bye, the Chiefs need this win, I think, a little bit more than the Seahawks do. I think Seahawks need this to stay in the playoff hunt, but I think the Chiefs are going to play this.
I think Seattle clinches with a win. I don't know if they need other results to kind of go that direction for them.
There's so many like 8-6 and 7-7 teams at the moment, so there's just anything can happen. But yeah, give me the Chiefs on this one. I think they're going to bounce back. I think this is going to be their breakout performance without Kareem Hunt. Give me a, Give me a 38-28 victory.
38-28 for the Chiefs. All right, my friend. Well, I think the Seahawks are going to win this game.
Do you now?
I do. I really do.
You think they're going to see the victory?
No.
Or soar into victory?
No, they're just going to bounce back from that embarrassing loss to the 49ers.
I mean, would you call it embarrassing? Because the 49ers have kept
well,
some
considering
games
the fact
competitive.
that they destroyed the Niners by 24 points 2 weeks before.
Oh, I understand that, but there's some games the 49ers have kept competitive.
I understand what you're saying, but it's still an embarrassing loss for a playoff team.
True.
You're talking about a Nick Mullins team out-dueling a Russell Wilson team. I mean, it's a good win for the Niners, but a bad loss for the Seahawks, right? So I like Seattle to win this game because it's at home. It's prime time. We know that they can get up for these games. The Chiefs' offense has been sputtering along. I like the Seattle offense to run the football. They're one of the best running teams in the NFL, and Kansas City is one of the worst run defenses. So I expect the Seahawks to control the clock, keep it at a pace that they want. Seattle wins this game, and I believe the score will be 30-27 at home. Janikowski kicks field goal late. They win.
A lot of faith in that Tubby. Okay, got it.
In what?
A lot of faith in the Pillsbury Doughboy. Does he not look like that when he's wearing the white jersey?
I like that he made a
like
business decision last week to not attempt to try and tackle the kick returner, letting him run right by him into the end zone.
Honestly, if he probably would have absorbed the tackle. I think he probably would have knocked it down.
I see what you did there.
Janikowski's a big dude. Not in a complimentary way at all.
It's all good. As long as he can kick the ball through the uprights, I don't think they care what he looks like.
He's missed some pretty much a lot of key
Big
kicks
Ben's
this season,
also
though.
a big dude too.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of hurtful things said about him too, but I won't get it. I can't say them on air.
That's not nice.
But
That's not
well,
nice
no.
at all.
Other people have said it, not me. I'm not going to repeat what they said.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to do say Janikowski has missed some key kicks this season, though. We got to think about that.
Has he?
Yes, he's missed a few key kicks in Seattle.
I can't remember him losing a game for them.
Well, he didn't miss the game-winning kick, but he's missed kicks during the game that cost them games. But anyways, we got to take a short break. But first,
I thought we need to talk about the last football game of the weekend.
That was the last football game of the weekend.
I thought
it was Sunday night. Monday night is what you're thinking of between the Raiders and that's Monday night.
Yeah, the last game of the weekend.
Oh, I guess
Last game of the football weekend.
is Monday really considered last?
I
game
mean,
of
it's
football
still
weekend?
a game that we haven't covered.
Oh, yeah, we're not here Monday, are we? I'm always so used to doing it on Mondays.
Yeah.
But we're not here on Mondays.
You're right.
Good point. Broncos and Raiders in Oakland, probably for the last time in Oakland.
It could be the last game ever played in Oakland. Could be the last game ever played in the Oakland Coliseum, at least football. We don't know. It's the uncertain future for the Raiders.
Yeah. And there's still a lot of people that are hoping the A's don't do the same thing as what the Warriors and the Raiders are doing as leaving the Oakland area. But as for this game, I don't see Oakland winning. And I see a lot of boos in this game.
Raiders are definitely winning this game.
Definitely.
100%. My lock of the week. Monday Night Football. John Gruden. Oakland. Marshawn Lynch will probably be in the crowd. He'll probably be riling everybody up. Denver, have you seen them the last couple weeks? One of the worst teams in the NFL. Do you think that you don't think the Raiders fans are going to boo? How many games in a row has Denver lost in a row now? Is that 3? They lost to the 49ers, they lost to the Browns, and they lost to who else?
But you think the Oakland fans are going to be rallying behind this team like they've been loyal? Like, I think there might be some
They showed up for the Chiefs game. That was or the Steelers game. That was their last home game.
But this is a little different. This is like everyone knows that they might leave Oakland officially.
But isn't that like a reason why a team wins, though? Like, it's the last hurrah, so like they give it all. Like Derek Carr.
This isn't like an emotional goodbye. This is a get the F out kind of situation.
I would agree with you, though, if the Broncos were good. But we're talking about 2 terrible football teams. So I'm going to take the home team with kind of something to play for, and that's, civic pride, things like that. So what do you think, Scrollby? You got Broncos?
I honestly think there'll be some boos there. So, yeah, give me the Broncos on this one.
All right.
And I think Philip Lindsay's going to have a career day because I don't think anyone can not run on that team. So give me, let's say, 24-17.
24-17. Raiders win this game 27-24.
Okay.
Write it down.
Well, I'm gonna read. I gotta read into that. And speaking of reading, I have to say that there is a great deal going on right now for Audible. And what would it be like if we all just listen more? Listening to audiobooks inspires us, motivates us, even brings us closer. And there's no better place to listen than Audible. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet. And now, Audible members get more than ever before. Each month, they get 3 titles of their choice. 1 audiobook, 2 Audible originals, and fitness programs they can't get anywhere else. There's never been a better time to experience Audible. Try it free for 30 days by visiting audible.com/GSMCbook or by texting the code GSMCbook to 500500. Once again, you want to get this 30-day trial with this great deal from Audible, go to audible.com/GSMCbook or texting the code GSMCbook to 500500.
What happens to your decision-making when you drink? Well, after one drink, you feel confident. A few more, and calling your ex at 1 a.m. seems like a great idea. And you're pretty sure the secret to a great taco is 4-day-old macaroni. The bottom line, drunk you doesn't make great decisions. So you're risking a DUI or worse if you count on him to get you home. Plan before you party. Get home safe. Brought to you by Washington.
Welcome back, everyone, to the GSMC Sports Podcast. And we're doing our special trivia game, me and Mark. Loser has to come in next week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we have our special guests. We have Andrew Tate and Sarah Tate here with us.
How you doing there?
And they are going to be our questionnaire people, our unpartial guests, I guess you can say.
Sure.
I'm more of like the Russian judge that's just going to just sit here and look at you guys really mean and glare and then mark you guys down.
That's a little harsh, but okay, fine, fair enough. So, should we explain how this is going to go?
Yes.
How many questions are we doing?
Tate, would you like to explain since you're
Yeah.
the official
Okay,
declarer?
so I figure what we're going to do is originally we said 10 questions, but we're going to say 15. It's going to be first to 15 or first to 10? What do
You
you guys
said first
think?
of 10.
I think 10, it'll go pretty long.
We
if we
can,
go to 15.
Okay, first to 10, but I was gonna. The reason I said 15 is because you'll have a chance to steal. Mm-hmm. So first to 15, I'm gonna say first to 15, and what will happen is I'll ask, and let's just say who wants to go first, Mark or Jeff?
Ladies first.
So go ahead, Jeff.
All right,
touche, sir.
You the one threw that out, so
Yes.
You get to go first. Mark will go first. Sarah will ask Mark a question.
Okay.
Or, sorry, Sarah will ask Jeff a question.
Okay.
Threw me
We're
off
starting off with a bang here. Starting off
first.
right.
Okay. And you'll answer it. If you are wrong, then Mark gets the chance to steal.
Okay.
Then next it goes back to Mr. Mark.
Is this like you get it right, you keep going, or is it get right?
No, it's just going to keep bouncing back and forth.
Just okay.
No winners outs.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Let's start this thing.
It's not make it, take it.
All right.
Also, one of the things when I brought this up to you guys on the basketball show, I said this is based on one of the things that you guys have in common. And I said, like, sports is something that you guys have in common. So all day today, I have been teasing you guys with the fact that there's going to be some curling questions, and there's going to be some giant slalom questions, and some figure skating, and things like that. Mm-hmm. It's the holiday season.
You lied?
I am not going to give you guys a lump of coal for Christmas.
Whoa.
The other thing that you guys have in common, not your love of sports, but Mark.
I'm Jeff.
Now
He's pointing at Jeff. Got it.
Mark, what is your favorite basketball team on the planet?
We're never allowed to be this impartial.
My favorite basketball team would have to be
Say it.
the Sacramento Kings. Or the Kangs, as we like to say, since we've been struggling for a while.
Jeff, what is your favorite football team?
Oh, well, it's the San Francisco 49ers.
Mark, what is your favorite football team?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Jeff, what is your favorite basketball team?
Well, I grew up a Sacramento Kings fan.
So is that your team, or did you leave?
Are they all?
These questions are all Sacramento Kings.
No way.
Oh, God.
San Francisco 49er questions.
I like it. Oh, God. My whole fan base
Merry
is online
Christmas.
here. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a whole different story.
You should see the smile and the sheer shock on their face.
I feel like that's more pressure. You know?
I know. It is way more pressure.
Jeff's face turned red.
I'm
I
mad
know.
because I thought there was going to be a Pele question. What?
Yeah, in your face.
It's weird. Their face turned red. Both of them
Well,
like,
because
oh, God,
I know I
there's more
love
pressure.
those teams. If I get something wrong, my parents are going to listen to this, and I'm going to get disowned here.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
Jeff's parents, please don't disown him. That's rude.
No,
You know what?
they love me too much, I hope.
At least you can disown them for the rest of this year. How about that?
That's fair enough. All right, I get the first question. Let's go.
All right,
All
let's
right,
do this.
Jeff, multiple choice.
Okay.
Where did the 49ers play their home games from 1946 until 1970? The Polo Grounds, Golden Gate Park, Hughes Stadium, or Kaiser Stadium? See, I don't
It's
even
Kaiser Stadium.
Okay, it's not spelled like that. Yes, that is correct.
Booyah.
Keysar
And-
Stadium.
And give a little time so the audience can actually.
I was
about those
honestly going
answers.
to answer that before you
so-
even gave me the options, but okay.
Yeah.
I gave you
Well,
the...
that's-
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
1-0.
1-0.
All right. Mark. Which former 49er holds the Super Bowl record for career touchdowns? Roger Craig, Jerry Rice, or John Taylor?
That is a very good question. Jerry Rice.
That is correct.
I would have said Jerry Rice too because he had the Raiders Super Bowl that he participated in also. He got a touchdown on that one.
That was a long, pregnant pause. I was like, wow, he's in trouble already. All right.
I knew it wasn't Roger Craig, but
John
Taylor is he's had some. He scored a lot of touchdowns in some playoff games, so I was trying to just figure
in
through
playoff,
the Super
but
Bowl.
not Super Bowl.
I'm not going to lie to you. I totally thought
John Taylor?
It was Taylor.
Well, I added Jerry Rice because he played for the Raiders in that one Super Bowl. I added that to the factor as well. And he played in all the 4 Super Bowls except for the first one.
I wonder what the numbers are, because I think John Taylor scored at least 3 touchdowns in Super Bowls.
I'm sorry, Jerry Rice had to score more.
I can't tell you, and I won't even get in that debate because we have a limited time
Yes,
here.
go.
All right.
I'm ready.
So, back to Miss Sarah.
All right, Jeff. Another 49ers Super Bowl question.
Yes.
Which 49ers holds the Super Bowl record for highest career average on punt returns?
Oh, God.
Deion Sanders, Freddie Solomon, or John Taylor?
It's either Freddie Solomon or John Taylor. It's an average, you say?
Career average on punt returns.
In a Super Bowl.
Yes, Super Bowl record.
Give me Freddie Solomon.
That is incorrect. Mark, would you like to steal?
Of course. I mean, if I steal, I still get the next question, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is a trick question. I don't know if I enjoy that. Because I think Deion Sanders had a decent punt return against the San Diego Chargers, and I don't know. Oh, God. Like, I know that John Taylor is probably the obvious answer, but I'm going to say Deion Sanders.
That is incorrect.
Wow, I can't believe you both missed that question. That's a shocker.
I was between John Taylor and Freddie Solomon, but I thought Freddie Solomon, since he's not as known, I thought that would be the one.
I thought that was a layup.
I only picked Deion because I thought he had like a 17-yard return against the Chargers in that Super Bowl, and I'm thinking 17 yards as an average is pretty darn good. So
the thing is, John Taylor's not known for his returns, though. That's why it was.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay,
sure.
If I told you that I was going to give you Sacramento King and San Francisco 49er questions, and I said 3 questions into it, you both would miss a question, would you? What?
I would say it depends on what questions you would give us.
That was a tough question, though. That was a very...
really?
That was a tough question.
Before the Niners,
make it tough for you.
That was like a very
before the
niche.
49ers had that return touchdown last week, Ted Ginn Jr. was the last guy to score a return touchdown against for the Niners, and that was against the Seahawks in Week 1, the first Jim Harbaugh's game.
So what is my next question?
All right.
Mark.
Yes.
Whose uniform, number 44, was retired by the Sacramento Kings?
Oh.
Maurice Stokes, Nate Archibald, Jack Twyman, or Sam Lacey?
44? Mm-hmm. It's not Nate Archibald.
That's obvious.
Say the other names again, please.
Maurice Stokes, Nate Archibald, Jack Twyman, Sam Lacey.
Sam Lacey.
That is correct.
Wow, nicely done.
That was from like Cincinnati Royals era type stuff right there.
Did you notice that I actually, number one,
Maybe in
actually
Rochester.
did a little research, and number 2, aren't you glad they're all multiple choice?
Yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't have. I've seen that. I've been to the Kings games. I've seen that number 44 up there.
I just knew it wasn't Archibald because he was 0, right?
He was 1.
1? Yeah, it was like a low number.
All right, we're on to Jeff.
All right, Jeff. How many total steals did the Sacramento Kings have in the 2005-2006 NBA season?
Okay.
721, 608, 541, or 1,054?
Okay, I don't think it's 1,000. So this is like the last time they made the playoffs. So 05. I think Doug Christie's at the end of his career on this one, so he's like the big defensive player. Can I hear the other answers again, please?
721, 608, 541, or 1,054?
Give me 541.
That is incorrect. Mark, would you like a chance to steal?
Yes, of course. I think it's, did you say 608? I'll take that one.
That is correct.
Ooh, nicely done.
All right. It is now 3-1. Mark has 3. Jeff has 1.
How does he have 3? He only got 2 right.
I got
but
3.
He just stole one from me.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark,
Yes.
due to injuries, how many starting lineups did the 2002-2003 Sacramento Kings field? 13, 7, 20, and 9. Now, I'm getting a little face here from Jeff. Now, and back me up here, Tate, because
This is a tough
I'm
question.
an
don't know
evil,
what the answer
evil
is.
man.
But,
I just
but
wanted
let's
you to
just say that I have no idea on any of these questions.
No,
I'm just
she has no
selecting
idea.
them.
It's not
that-
you. I'm just mad at the odds of you getting an easier question than me on that one. Steals? And he gets, starting in the 2002 season, the 61-win season that I know.
All right, so what were the choices again? I'm
The
sorry.
choices were 13, 7, 20, or 9.
And what year was this again?
0203.
9.
That is incorrect.
I didn't know this answer. When you made it so easy, like, Jeff,
Jeff,
you made it so easy. I'm like,
Would you like a chance to steal?
Yes, I would. And by the way, I was totally faking it. I was bluffing. Continue. 2002. I know the 01-02. That was the 61-win season. This is the afterwards. Continue. This is when Chris Webber got injured. So
Well, right. So
can I see the numbers again?
Yes, they were 13, 7, 20, and 9.
He said 9. Mm-hmm. So give me 7.
That is incorrect.
Really?
wait. Let me make a guess at this one. 13.
That is correct. I'll put
So
you down.
you-
I'll put you down for 1. You don't have to work next week. All right. So this,
I thought that was obvious on that one, but I guess I was.
Well, there was a lot of guys that got injured during
You know what?
that
Yeah,
time.
you got a point
Like
on
Chris
that.
Webber was gone.
I feel like 13
There was
lineups
Vlade
is not
Divac.
even that many, though. Like, today's NBA, I think the Kings this year started like 10 different lineups.
You could be right. That's
But
what
I
thought.
was just like, I was mainly thinking that was the year Chris Webber got injured, I believe, and that was just a huge did a domino effect.
right. Because that's
All right, so
right,
so
next
who are we
question
on?
for
so
Jeff?
Jeff. The alley-oop was made famous by which 49ers rookie wide receiver? Jerry Rice, Freddie Solomon, Gene Washington, R.C. Owens.
Oh wow. Okay. Alley oop, huh? So a basketball question that's really a 49ers question. That's like Inception type stuff. Can you read them off one more time, please?
Yes. Jerry Rice,
Not him.
Freddie Solomon, Gene Washington, R.C. Owens.
Give me R.C. Owens.
That is correct.
Yep,
Very
that's right.
good.
I was
Very
hoping you wouldn't
good.
say it.
I was thinking like, no way, it could be Gene Washington and Freddie Solomon.
Who's that? Terrell's dad?
Nice.
It was honestly, I was doing the process
He got
of
the
elimination
alley oop and he pulled a Sharpie out of his shoes.
Yeah, right.
at the same time. It was very impressive.
And then he celebrated at the Star.
Ouch. I'm a Cowboy fan. That hurt me.
Okay.
He became a Cowboy. That must have been worse.
Did RCO say that's my quarterback?
All right, enough.
All right, sorry.
Mark,
Yes.
Get your popcorn ready, guys.
who did the 49ers defeat by the largest winning margin in Super Bowl history? San Diego Chargers, Miami Dolphins, Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
That's
That
the
is
easiest
correct.
question ever.
I thought the RC Owens
By the way,
question
what's
was
2
the
plus
easiest
2?
one.
I thought, actually, R.C. Owen I thought was easy.
I thought that
but
was the easiest one that we've had so far.
that's
No,
an
no,
easy
that
one.
one hands down
Yeah.
is so 55 to 10. Everyone knows that.
Calm down.
Relax, bro.
Not everyone knows
Somebody
that
just
one.
chill out, man.
Okay.
My God.
Sorry, I want the
Whoa.
week off.
Whoa.
Jeff,
Woosah.
Yeah, Wusa.
in 5 Super
We
Bowls.
saw your face. What's up?
Interesting.
Such violence.
I know.
In 5 Super Bowls, what is the touchdown interception differential for 49ers quarterbacks? 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 17 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
This is a very
In the
hard
5, yeah, 0 interceptions. There was never an interception by the quarterback, so the 17-0.
That is correct.
So wait, what was
The only
hold on, hold
interception
on.
was by
What
Colin
was
Kaepernick.
the,
Let me finish talking.
Yeah, hold on. The question again. Sorry, what was the question?
The question was, in 5 Super Bowls, what is the touchdown interception
Oh, in
differential?
5. So
This
we're
is
not,
before
we're not
Kaepernick's.
counting
Yeah,
last
Kaepernick
Super
was the
Bowl.
only one to throw
Okay.
an interception in 49ers history in a Super Bowl.
Okay, that's where I was confused because I was like, wait
That's
a
why
minute,
I was
we
like,
played in 6.
I was waiting for one, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, she said 5, and Montana
Yes.
nor Rice threw an interception. So it made
That
sense.
is Montana or Rice.
Montana or Young. Sorry, wow.
Rice did
Rice-
not throw. He didn't throw any interceptions as well.
Fun fact:
Yeah,
Jerry
well, he
Rice
probably
did
wanted to throw a
also
pass.
not throw an interception.
Well, he also wanted to throw the ball a lot, so that
All
was
right.
one of his favorite
So
things.
I am ready.
Okay.
What's the score? First of all, what's the
The
score?
score is Mark has 4 and Jeff has 3.
Okay.
All right. Mark, which season did the Sacramento Kings go 61-21?
I just said this.
01-02, 98-99, 92-93, or 2000-2001?
0102.
That is correct.
Because I literally said it 5 minutes ago.
You need to relax, man.
Pounding there.
Jesus
Give him
Christ.
way easier questions.
It's the holidays,
random.
Jeff.
Shut up.
Relax, man. It's the holidays.
Jeff,
Yeah.
how many rebounds per game did the Sacramento Kings average in the 2005-2006 NBA season? 31.9, 55.3, 47.6, or 40.5?
40.5.
That is correct.
Ooh, that's impressive.
That was a rage one. That was
All
a
right,
rage.
that's what is that? 5-4, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mark. Which 2001-2002 team was the only one with more 100-point games than the Sacramento Kings? Was it the Philadelphia 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Atlanta Hawks?
Los Angeles Lakers.
That is incorrect. Jeff, would you like to steal?
Yes.
What is your answer?
Can I hear the answers one more time, please?
76ers, Mavericks, Lakers, or Hawks?
This is, you said 01?
Yes.
Dallas Mavericks.
That is correct.
That's what I was guessing, Dallas Mavericks. We now have a 5-5 tie.
Yes, we do. All right.
I thought in 01 and 2 they were the only team to average 100 points a game. I might have been wrong on
That's
that.
not an average, though.
Oh, okay.
That's just amount.
Okay, I see.
Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
In what year did the 49ers draft legendary halfback Hugh McElhaney? Is that right? McElhaney?
Oh, is this the $1 million backfield?
He is part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
1950, 1953, 1951, or 1952?
Okay, wait. Say them again.
1950, 1953, 1951, 1952.
Okay, so
This is an evil question, by the way.
that is a very because they're all it's 1 year apart. 0, 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
Yes.
1951.
That is incorrect. Mark, would you like a chance to steal?
Yeah, of course. So it's 50, 51, 52, 53? Mm-hmm. And he said 51, right?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Nice process of elimination there, Mark.
I don't know. I'm going to go with 53.
Tate, would you like a chance to steal?
Oh, thank God.
I am going to
That would be an
say
incredible... If somebody really knew this, I would be
impressed.
extremely impressed.
1952.
That is correct.
Well, you
Of
know...
course, it's in between us.
It's easier when you have a coin flip.
Yeah,
over there.
and it's easier when you have 50 and 52 besides all
Now,
four.
Are you sure you
because-
still want to go to 10 questions?
Yes.
I
the
mean,
first-
15
No,
questions.
I was just going to make that point.
Okay.
We're 5-5. We're going to,
10.
because it's taking you guys a little bit too longer than, we're going to go to the original 10.
Okay,
All right.
fair enough.
All right.
You guys are
Do
at
we need to
ground
take
zero.
a break or anything?
No, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So this is Mark's question.
Yes.
When the 49ers arrived at their hotel before Super Bowl, oh, good grief, 16, Coach 16? Yeah, 16.
Yeah, 16's right.
Coach Bill Walsh greeted his players dressed as whom? And I have to scroll down. Sorry, give me a second. Vince Lombardi, Santa Claus, or the Hotel Bellman?
Oh, my God.
That is called deep, deep research, guys.
I know this, actually.
Say the three again, please.
Vince Lombardi, Santa Claus, the Hotel Bellman.
The Hotel Bellman.
Damn it.
That is correct.
I was
Not
going
going to be Santa because it's like a month after Christmas, right? That was my
I
thought
thought
process.
you were going to be stupid.
Jeff, which president was the first to conduct the pregame coin toss for a Super Bowl? George H. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton.
Say the first two.
George H. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton.
Reagan was in the 80s. I'm going to go Ronald Reagan.
That is correct. Still have a tie game here, folks.
Wow, that
This
was
is
not
going down
fair.
the stretch. I knew that one.
Well, because was he a coin flip in his 49ers Super Bowl? Is that why you asked that question?
It's a 49er question.
Mark, which player on the 04-05 Kings played more minutes for the team? Greg Ostertag, Kenny Thomas.
Ostertag.
Ostertag, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Eddie House, Maurice Evans.
It's a tough one. I'm going to say Kenny Thomas.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Mark,
I
Jeff, would you like to steal?
I know
Absolutely.
who it is.
Let me see the three other options besides Kenny Thomas.
Greg Ostertag, Kenny Thomas, Eddie House, Maurice Evans.
between Evans. Ostertag.
That is incorrect.
Mo
Tate,
Evans.
would you like to steal?
Wait a minute. It's Maurice Evans.
Yeah.
That is correct.
They both were starters, Kenny Thomas and Mo Evans.
We still have a tie game. Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Let me scroll down. Ron Artest volunteered to donate his salary to keep which Kings teammate from leaving? Mike Bibby, Bonzi Wells, Ronnie Price, Kenny Thomas.
This is a tough one.
It's either Wells or Bibby. Wells.
That is correct.
Way to pull that one out.
I remember Bonzi Wells. I liked him on the Kings.
Yeah, I remember him as well.
Very underrated.
Now, Jeff, Mark, would you guess that one?
Yes.
Okay, I was just kind of curious.
Way to say it definitively.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Bonzi Wells.
He's kind of said it with his chest a little bit.
It's a nice Kevin Hart reference, too.
Mark, which two ACC schools ended Sacramento King Chris Webber's 2 attempts at winning an NCAA title? Clemson and Miami, Georgia Tech and Clemson, Maryland and Florida State, or Duke and Carolina?
Duke and Carolina.
That is correct.
What are those other options? You were thinking of those, really? No, not you. I'm not talking to Sarah. I'm talking about you.
Why are you so mad?
Why are you
Clemson and Maryland, really?
You got the RC Owens question, which I think is the easiest one so far.
No, by far the Broncos Niners one's by far the easiest.
Hey, pouty kids.
Why are you mad?
Because you're getting the easier questions. That's why.
Dude, do you
not true.
realize that
That's
we're
not true.
we're getting 3 days off next week? Like,
Yeah.
there's no
I would like to
losers
have
here.
5.
All right.
All right.
Be positive. What is the score right now, Miss Sarah?
It is
7-7.
7-7.
7-7.
Sounds like it's how it should have went.
And it is not. No one's getting any special
We are past
treatment.
the hour mark, so
And
we better hurry.
7-7. The first one that gets the next 3 is the winner.
All right. Jeff. Prior to joining the 49ers, quarterback Frankie Albert and halfback Len Eschmont were teammates at what school? Santa Clara, UC Berkeley, St. Mary's Pre-Flight, or Stanford?
I mean Stanford.
That is incorrect. Mark, would you like to steal?
The 2 names again?
Santa Clara, UC Berkeley, St. Mary's Pre-Flight, or Stanford?
And what were the 2 players?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Frankie Albert and Len Eschmont.
And he said Stanford,
Yes.
and it was Berkeley, St. Mary's, and what else?
Santa Clara.
I'm going to say Berkeley.
That is incorrect.
Thank God.
I'm going to say,
That was my
if I
second
remember
guess.
correctly, St. Mary's.
That is correct.
It's like the last school you would think of in football. But this is probably a long time
All
ago.
right.
All right. So, let's see. Mark,
Yes.
which 49er scored 3 touchdowns in Super Bowl 19 against Miami? Roger Craig, Wendell Tyler, or Russ Francis?
Roger Craig.
That is correct.
Nicely done. What is the score right now? We're closing
8.
in.
8-7. That
Mark
is
has a slight lead.
Jeff's
Jeff
question.
is starting to feel the pressure. Will he be
Stop talking.
Patrick Mahomes or will he be Nathan Peterman?
They're both making millions of dollars, so I'm not really complaining either way.
Well, you also get Christmas off. It's like win-win.
Yeah.
Who holds the 49ers record for career Super Bowl interceptions?
Ooh.
Eric Wright, Keena Turner, Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott.
That is incorrect.
What?
Eric Wright.
That is correct. Okay. Back to Mark. If Mark gets this correct, he wins. Because he has 9. Which Sacramento player averaged more points per game during the 04-05 regular season for Kings? Michael Bradley, Matt Barnes, Kevin Martin, Greg Ostertag.
One more time.
The names or the whole question?
Just a question.
Which Sacramento player averaged more points per game during the 04-05 regular season for the Kings?
This is a tough question.
Oh, man. And you said it was Barnes, Martin, Ostertag, and who else?
Michael Bradley.
This is a tough question.
Matt Barnes.
That is correct. And
Whoa!
you just won the
Holy
game.
crap, that is an impressive comeback. Oh, wow, that is impressive. We now have our Sacramento Kings, San Francisco 49ers.
Don't give him that.
Trivia champion. And that is
Not a doubt in my mind.
Mark.
Again, my friend.
Mark Souza, congratulations.
Mark, no, gotta be a good sport here. So, with that, Mark, how do you feel having the entire Christmas week off?
I'm going to Disneyland. No, I'm just kidding. I would not subject myself to that during Christmas week. I feel great, and I appreciate it.
All right, so we're gonna go on a break, and then we'll come back. You guys will close things. You'll close things out, and congratulations, both of you guys did well. A lot tougher. Sometimes think about something. Even your favorite teams, they can be a lot tougher.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
especially when you start talking about the $1 million backfield, which year did they get drafted, or which year did McElwain get drafted?
Who flipped the coin toss in one of the Super Bowls?
The 50s were well before my time. The 50s were before my daddy's time,
Yes. So, all right, then.
We will be right back right after this.
Are you looking for help for your fantasy football team? Check out the GSMC Fantasy Football Podcast. Get today's best advice on who to start, who to sit, even who you should draft. From sleeper picks to red-hot lineups, they got it all covered for you. That's gsmcpodcast.com/fantasy-football-podcast. We'll cover traditional leagues, dynasty, PPR, even IDP leagues. When you need fantasy help, there's just one show to hit up. Don't forget to like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Visit gsmcpodcast.com for more info.
Welcome back to the GSMC Sports Podcast. We're just finishing up what we talked about. We did our NFL Week 16 previews, and we did our little trivia game. And I will be here on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Mark will not. But again, I'm Jeff Malinup. That's Mark Souza, and we will see you next time.
Later.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Sports Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.